Hello everyone, this is our 2008 BMW 128i with 90,030 miles. Soft top convertible. Front end is in good shape. This is a pretty clean car, honestly. And I am not just saying that because I am trying to sell it. I'm saying that objectively, and hopefully you'll agree with me by the end of the video. There are just a few marks on the front, as you might expect with a car with 90,000 miles, but they are very, very small, insignificant rock chips. We've got a select few across the line on the hood here, just above the headlights and the grille. It goes back a little bit, but not very far. I'd say overall the front looks really, really good considering the year and mileage of this car. We've got a small scratch on the fender there. Oops, can't really see that. There and there, all three pretty small, not very noticeable whatsoever. Got some aftermarket American racing wheels, finished off in gloss black, split 5-spoke design, looks really nice on this car. Driver's side mirror, peppered ever so slightly with a few rock chips, but not very noticeable at all. Driver's side door looks great. Pretty clean, super faint scratch right here, almost can't see it, really had to hunt for that, almost missed it. Driver's side rear quarter panel. Oh, here in the sun too, you can really see all the metallic flake in the paint. This car actually has a surprising amount of personality. At first glance it kind of looked like a regular gloss kind of pastel black, but it actually has a good amount of metallic flake to it, quite a bit. Here on the back corner we've got some a cluster of, I guess, micro scratches, we could call them. Very, very small, very short, very shallow, but they are there. Small chip right there. We've got the same kind of micro scratches here, almost done by like a small tree branch or something. But otherwise, quarter panel looks really good. There are micro scratches, they're very difficult to see. Rear driver's side wheel, no rash, chips or nothing, looks good. Moving around to the back of the vehicle here, and as you could expect, going into the trunk area on the top of the bumper, very, very traditionally high wear area with used cars. We've got some scratches and things here because that's typically where you would load and unload cargo from. So it does kind of happen just throughout years of using the trunk. You make a small mark here, small mark there, and over time it kind of adds up. So we do have a few scratches, nothing deep, nothing extremely noticeable. It's all very, very small cosmetic wear. We've got a few scratches down the center of the bumper as well, very, very light. On the top of the trunk lid as well, we've got some omnidirectional, very light surface scratching going on. Not anything easily visibly recognizable. All of it is very insignificant, and I am doing my best to be objective about the condition of the car. I do genuinely think that the cosmetic flaws on this car are very superficial. The scratches that it does have are very light and very short. That one's one of the deeper ones for sure. That one's a little bit easier to spot, but it's still not that big of a deal. We've got a couple here on the top rear portion of the passenger side rear quarter panel. Got 2 rock chips here on the body line. Bigger scratch here next to the passenger door. Although it is longer, it is also light. So again, not really much of an issue. Rear passenger wheel. It's got a couple rock chips here in the lip of the wheel, but again, very superficial defect, being very nitpicky. For the sake of full disclosure and honesty, I am trying to point out absolutely everything I could find. Small rock chip there on the front of the door, as well as a small scuff there. Small rock chip just under the body line towards the center. We've got some multi-directional, very light surface scratches here on the top of the door. And again, like I've been saying, all this stuff is really, really, really difficult to find. I'd be very impressed if somebody went to come look at the car and said, oh look, there's the scratches from the video. So anyhow, front passenger fender looks good, and front passenger wheel is also in great shape. Passenger mirror surprisingly looks absolutely incredible. It looks flawless. So I will go ahead and walk around the 128 from a 1-foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle Here at Exotic Motorsports, we like to do these comprehensive walk-around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis if you were to own the car yourself, and helps to get you a more accurate representation of the overall condition of the vehicle, cosmetically of course. So hopefully I've done that. I do believe this is a really clean car for the year mileage, 90,000 miles. It's a 2008, so that makes it roughly 14-15 years old. Here on the interior, we've got this very nice kind of tan and black leather combo with some darker wood grain accents, very classy, typical of BMW. We've got one-touch windows, power folding mirrors, auto dimming of course, heated power adjustable memory seats. We've got just a tad bit of scuffing there on that plastic guard around the seat, but not really a huge deal in my opinion. Seats look really nice. No bolster wear, anything like that. The seats are actually in really good condition. Back seats look fantastic as well. I'll go ahead and bring the top down so we can see those a little bit better. Very clean BMW brand floor mats. Look very nice. Help keep the car clean. Push button start. 6-speed auto. And convertible top in this car is just so incredibly simple. You've got top closed, top open, push and hold. Windows drop on all four, top folds back. You got the trunk opening there. There it is. Top's gonna fold back into that, just like so. And then the trunk closes. And as soon as it folds down, that's the end of the process. It doesn't beep or do anything really to let you know that it's done. Just kind of gotta watch for it. I do apologize for the mower noise. The landscapers are out here doing their thing, so please bear with me. I'll do my best to speak up. Here in the back, seats look pretty good overall. There might be just a few minor spots, as there tend to be in 15-year-old cars. However, I do think the back seats look great. There's no actual wear. There might be just a very small amount of discoloring, but in my opinion, for what the car is worth, the year, the mileage, etc., I think it's kind of fair to accept it for what it is. Back seats would probably be comfortable for somebody relatively small or a child. Not a whole lot of room going on there, such as the two-door Life. The exception of probably the Gemera, but this is not that. Passenger seat looks great. And here on the steering wheel, we've got very little wear. Typically it's just right here on the buttons. Some of that is kind of starting to fade or peel, deteriorate in some way. But all the buttons look really good. Everything on the center console, dash here looks great. Dual zone automatic climate control. You got heated seats, power convertible top buttons there. Wiper looks good. Signals, cruise, all that looks really good. Twilight sensing headlights, that switch is great. No faults, no issues on the gauge cluster. Universal garage door remotes on the auto dimming rearview mirror with a compass built in there. Really nice. This car is just surprisingly well kept, I think, overall, despite the mileage and the years. It's one thing to keep a car for a long time and keep it in good condition, but to drive it and put that many miles on it and still be that meticulous about making sure that it's in good shape. I think something has to be said about the importance of the vehicle to the previous owner. The engine sounds very healthy. Inline 6 compared to the 6-speed auto. Lets it drive straight, pretty torquey. I wouldn't say it's fast, but it's surprisingly quick for what it is. I will say you don't really expect it out of this car, but this thing will get up and go without hesitation. Can't say you'd win many races with it, but it is a very fun, very peppy daily driver. That is for sure. It's really comfortable, it handles great. It's definitely very easy to enjoy yourself driving this car. Doesn't matter if you're going cross country, if you're just going down the block to get groceries. This is a really fun car, whether you like a nice convertible coupe for a weekend car, or whether you'd like to use this as your daily driver, primary, for whatever, I really don't think this car is bad at anything. It definitely brings a really convincing dollar value and is objectively fun to drive whether you're into BMWs or not. And it's very well kept and priced accordingly. So that is our 2008 BMW 128i. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.